Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to the world of science. Myself Kavita Kobane from Glukhoe Education Society's English Medium High School is going to present you the lesson number 7 Introduction to Microbiology of Standard 10th Science 2, that is section B, second lecture of this video. Before we start, we should have a good thought that necessity is a mother of invention. Here in this we will see how the necessity has brought the invention. Vinegar is used in each country of the world to impart sour taste to food materials and also as a preservative of pickle, sauce, ketchup, chutneys, etc. Chemically, vinegar is 4% acetic acid. Vinegar can be manufactured by adding 4 gram of acetic acid in 100 grams of water, or the other method is ethanol plus the two bacteria, that is Acetobacter and Gluconobacter. They are mixed with that ethanol for the microbial degradation. Acids and other byproducts are obtained through it. After getting the byproduct and the acetic acid, that is bleached with potassium ferrocyanate, and then it is separated by a rare fraction. After bleaching, it is pasteurized. Pasteurized, you know that it is heated and cooled down immediately. Then a very small quantity of SO2 gas is mixed with that acid, and here the vinegar is produced. So this is how we are getting the vinegar in bottles in the shops. Another important fermented product which we are using it commonly is a soya sauce. Soya sauce is prepared by the mixture of flour of wheat or rice added with soybean, and in that the fermentation process is occurred due to the presence of Aspergillus oryzae. See in the picture, the figure is given to you, and after the fermentation process of both these ingredients in presence of that fungus, we are getting the soya sauce, which is just little bit sour in taste and which add flavor to our food. Next we will see some of the beverages in which the microorganisms are, how they are useful in production of these beverages. Here the first one is the Caffeia arabica, that is the caffeine, okay, or the coffee it is. Its scientific name is Caffeia arabica. The microbe which is used in that, it is Lactobacillus brevis. And what the role of microbe is? The microbes, they are separating the seed from the fruit, and then we are getting the coffee over there, and then we are just preparing the coffees at home. Next is Theobroma cacao. Here the microbe used is Candida Hanseumella pichia Saccharomyces. Cocoa seeds scientific name is Theobroma cacao. These microbes also helps in separating the seeds from the fruit, and we are getting the cocoa seeds. Then next one is the grapes, you know that Saccharomyces cerevisiae, that is used for fermentation of grapes juice, and after that we are getting the beverage that is called as a wine. Next one is the apple. The same microbes are used, again the same process is done, and we are getting the cider. So like this, the microbes are used for just getting different types of beverages which are good for our health. You all must be knowing about the catalyst. Catalyst is a substances which are just activating the reaction, speeding up the reaction. It is not at all taking part in that. So same like this, microbial enzymes are there. They are produced by microbes. They are called as a biological catalyst. It means it is just helping up in the process and not get involved in this process. These biological catalysts are better than the chemical catalyst. Now the specialty about it is they are active at low pressure, low pH and low temperature. They save energy and no erosion proof instruments are necessary for them. By using these microbial enzymes, energy is saved in the process because we require low temperature, pressure and pH. So no energy is required for increasing the temperature and pressure, and hence no erosion proof instruments are also necessary for the microbial enzymes process. Suppose we have to prepare the wine, so only that type of microbes only we can use it on grapes, and we are getting that wine only. We will not get any unnecessarily byproducts from this reaction. So purification is not needed, hence expenses on purification are reduced. Elimination and decomposition of waste material is also avoided. Also, these enzymes can be reused and they are eco-friendly. Now we will see the types of microbial enzymes. If you just read out the names of the microbial enzymes, you will find it out in the last the ases is added to it. These microbial enzymes are used in the production of different types of amino acid. Now the name we will see first, how they are getting the name. It gets its name by the action what they are performing in the process of catalyzation. Here the first one is oxireductases. Here in place of the product or the reactant I have taken A and B for understanding. Suppose two reactants A plus B it is there. It can oxidize and it can reduce at a time only. So it is equilibrium here. You can get the both the products as it is. Next one is the transferase. Here the name itself is showing that they are just doing the transfer of that reactant. Here A plus BX, it is giving you AX plus B. So A is transferred to AX and BX is transferred to B. Next enzyme is hydrolysis. Here the water is added to that substance. Microbial enzymes, they act upon it and they convert it into B plus C as a substance. Next, lyase. Here one compound is there or one substance is there. Because of the enzyme's reaction or the action, it get converted into B plus C. Next one is the isomerase enzyme. Here the substance is get converted into totally new one which is having a same chemical combination but the physical appearance may be different. Next, last one is the ligases. Here in the ligases you will see here A plus B is get converted into AB. It means the two substances they get combined. It is sort of combination and they are producing a one single substance with the help of this microbial enzyme. So it is ligases. Next one is the organic acids used in various commercial products and microbes useful for the same. In the table you can see the source, the microbes which are used. How by using the microbes it get converted into some acids and what are the uses of that acid. The first one is the sugar, beet molasses, ammonia salt. Where these are the sources and the microbes used are the Brevibacterium and the Corneobacterium. What they are doing, they are just converting it into L-glutamic acid. And where it is used for the production of monosodium glutamate which is also called as Ajinomoto. Next source is sugar molasses salt. Here the Aspergillus niger that microbes are used that is converting into citric acid and this citric acid is used for making the drinks, toffees, chocolates and their production. Next one is the glucose corn strip liquor. Here also the same microbe is used and it is converting them into gluconic acid. Here the gluconic acid is used for production of minerals used as a supplement for calcium and iron like the tablets which we are taking. Next is molasses corn strip liquor. Again here the Lactobacillus delbrueckii, it is converting into lactic acid and this lactic acid is a source of nitrogen and it helps in production of with different types of vitamins. Next one is again molasses corn strip liquor. Here the microbe is changed, that is Aspergillus itaconus. Here it is producing the itaconic acid and this one is used for preparing the paper, textile, that is cloth industry, plastic industry, gum production, etc. Like these different types of microbes, they are very helpful in our life. We are getting different useful products from them and from that product we are getting just new products. We can produce some new product out of that acids also. You all have eaten the ice cream, you have eaten the puddings, chocolates, milkshakes and chocolate drinks also, but you must have ever thought how thick they are. At home when we are making it, it is little bit thinner in that, but when we are just eating it outside, it is little bit thick in touch we can say. Okay, so that is because of the xanthan gum. That xanthan gum can be obtained by the fermentation of starch and molasses with the Xanthomonas species. So after that what we are getting that gum, that is because of the Xanthomonas species. So on his name the gum is getting the name as xanthan gum. Because of that only we are getting the thick consistencies to these food items. Now properties of this is it is soluble in hot and cold water and it is having a high density, and its uses is it is used in thickens of ice cream, pudding, chocolates, instant soup, fertilizers, weedicides and high quality papers, etc. Here the xanthan gum is used for manufacturing of all these things. Next we will see some of the substances which will be obtained by the microbial processing and what is the role of these substances in our life. Here the substances obtained by microbial processing, and in the other column the roles is explained. Here first one is citric, malic and the lactic acid. These acids are produced by the microbial process and it is used for imparting the acidity to the food products. Next one is glutamic acid, lysine and tryptophan. Its role is just binding the protein in our system. These lactic acid, these acids are produced and it is just help in binding the protein molecules to each other. Next is niacin and natamycin. It is a microbial restrictor, means it doesn't allow the other microorganisms to enter into that process or into that system. Ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C, B12 and B2. They are used for producing the antioxidants and some of the vitamins. Next one is the beta carotene, lycopene, xanthans and lutein. They are just used in making the edible colors, which we are using it making for the different types of cakes and for the ice cream cities. So for making these colors, this type of chemicals or these type of substances are used. Substances are obtained by the microbial processes, so they are not harmful for us. Next one is the polysaccharides and glycolipids. They are act as their role is just production of emulsifiers. Next is vanilla ethyl butyrate, that is a fruit flavor, peppermint flavor, essence of various fruits and flowers. They are just useful in production of essence, which we are adding it our food product to get the different flavors. Original fruits are not added, but this essence can be added and that flavor can be added to our food product, especially in our custards, or we can say in cakes or in our biscuits also. These essence are added and getting the flavor. Next one is the xylitol aspartame, that is the artificial sweetener, that is for the low calorie patient or diabetic patient, that sugar is manufactured by using this substance. Next importance of these microbes are producing of antibiotics. Antibiotics are the medicines obtained from different types of bacteria and fungi by carrying out some processes. You must have learned about the Alexander Fleming last year. He has done some process on these microbes and he has just discovered the antibiotic, that is penicillin. Some human diseases and the veterinary diseases have been controlled due to this antibiotic treatment. Here the examples are penicillin, cephalosporins, monobacterium, bacitracin, erythromycin, gentamicin, neomycin, etc. Out of this, rifamycin, which is very useful against the tuberculosis disease, that is one of the antibiotic. It is dangerous to take the antibiotics at your own will. They should be taken only when the doctor prescribes to take those. One should not purchase the antibiotics from the medical stores without any prescription. One should not use the antibiotics according to their own will to treat a common disease like the throat infection, common cold, influenza. The dosages of the antibiotics are told by the doctor and should be completed and should not be left half. If we find the antibiotics are effective to us, but we should not suggest this same antibiotics to other people also. Antibiotics whose expiry date is over should never be used, and you should not suggest on your own the antibiotics to others. It can be fatal to them all. Just have a quick recap of what we have learned in this video. We have learned how to produce vinegar, how to produce soya sauce, how to produce beverages, and for producing all these things how microbes are used. We have learned about the microbial enzymes and the type of microbial enzymes. Also we have learned the antibiotics which are produced by the help of the microbe and the microbial processes, and they help in fighting against the different types of diseases.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay home, stay safe. Hope you must have understood it very well. If you like it, you please like, share and subscribe to your friends.